G'day peeps. Bit of a sad day today. I've sold my 99 YZF R1. Been a very good bike. Very reliable. Had a lot of good times. Still very quick. But I want to get onto the adventure side of things. Go back to my roots, get on the dirt. Been a good bike. I'm going to sadly miss it, that's for sure. But anyway, it's going to a good home. Your best mate's stepson's bought it, so I'll still get to ride it now and again with a bit of luck. Anyway, he said I could. But yeah, 20 years old, you wouldn't think it. I reckon she'll still keep up with a few of the newer bikes though. That's for sure. Goes like a cat. Anyway, you better look after it. I said if you ever sell it, I'll have it back, thanks. Anyway, we'll go out for a bit of a cruise and take it for its last run. Yeah, this has been an awesome bike for me. Still feels good. Now I've got to adjust my mirrors. I've had young Steve, who's just bought the bike. He's the one on the KLR at the moment. He's just bought it. He took it out for his first ride yesterday. And he said he pooed a little. Anyway, I think he's going to get a lot of enjoyment out of this machine, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm going to be very sad to see it go. But like I said, I'm just not using it enough. It's probably sat in the shed for the last 2 years doing nothing. And where I live in the Mallee area, there's not too many twisty roads. Like the roads I'm about to go up now are probably about the only sort of twisty roads. You can go out the back blocks a little bit, but even still, like, there's only enough room for one car to go up them. So if you get another car coming in the other direction, actually you've sort of got to move off the road. It's not a lot of fun. Got to be a little bit careful, I suppose, because been just sitting in the shed for a while. You got to make sure these tyres are still pretty safe. I had one incident quite a few years ago because I also own a Yamaha RZ 2-stroker. That's an awesome bike, but once again that was sitting in the shed for a while, and I was just going up the road at about 60 k's, and all of a sudden I got a massive head shake for no reason, and it's just because I must have had a flat spot on the front tyre or something, and it scared the living daylights out. It nearly threw me off the bike. So yeah, I had to change the tyres on it, and then it was fine. But no, this seems pretty good. The tyres aren't old, like they're fairly new. Well, haven't been used much, put it that way. But yeah, these things, they just turn so easy. Like from about 98 onwards, I suppose it was just a big game changer. The R1 really stood out as Yamaha's flagship. Boy, am I going to miss that. definitely going to miss that power. That acceleration, just incredible. I mean, I haven't ridden a later or new model, so I couldn't tell you what they're like. Won't go too silly. Yeah, I never worried about getting aftermarket pipes or anything like that. I mean, why the hell would I want to add more horsepower to this thing, to be honest? I can't see the sense in it. And plus, having a quieter bike, you're not attracting as much attention. Yep, gonna miss that. Feeling very rusty on it. It's been a while. Tyres are still pretty cold. But yeah, as you can see, it's quite flat country here. And the old River Road's pretty much my favourite track because it's the only one with decent corners. Got to be a little bit careful though, because there's always crap on the corners. Leaves, little tiny pebbles and stuff. Starting to get the feel. Still, I better take it easy. That's not my bike anymore. I'll wait for Steve. These are just great bikes for going into a corner and you can just spin it up coming out. A lot of feel. You can really feel the road on them. Anyway, I suppose this has to go to get the next bike. So I'm looking at the KTM 790R, which if you haven't seen the first ride video, it's on my channel. Check it out. Anyone thinking about buying the KTM 790R? Have a look at that. I was pretty impressed with it. I want to get into that adventure riding field or scene. And they're such an easy bike to ride. Like, if you want to cruise around, they're very smooth. No worries whatsoever. Come to a corner, just tip it in, round she goes. So easy, feels light, nimble. Not a problem. Fairly basic features in it. You've just got 2 trip meters, your speedo, temp gauge, clock. It's basically all you need. I might take it back now because young Steve's got to head to Adelaide, so he's got a 5-hour ride ahead of him. And I'd say he's going to be pretty stiff and sore when he gets there, first ride. And that's the only reason I'm getting rid of this bike. It's not a touring bike, it's a sports bike. So it's not something you can just jump on and ride across Australia. Yes, you're a young bloke like Steve, you probably could. I'm getting at the age now where I need something I can just sort of sit upright. Been in trouble a couple of times from the police on this bike. I've had them waiting just up here at the boat ramp for me once. I think someone along here complained because I used to zip around here a bit. I just said, look, we don't care what you do out on the open road, just don't do it in town. Yes, officer. There you go. There we have it, the 1999 YZF R1. Awesome bike. If you get your hands on one, you probably pick one up fairly cheap nowadays. Still an awesome bike, even though they're 20 years old. Yep, gonna miss it greatly. A little bit of history. My ex backed into it one day, knocked it back about 6 feet, fortunately just rolled back, landed on the stand. Thank goodness. Has fallen over a couple of times. It fell over in front of, because of wind one day, blew it over. Had it sitting out the front of the shop. Blew it over, and a couple of times I've hit a bit of gravel as I was pulling up at an intersection, and went to put my foot down, my foot slipped and down I went. But apart from that, it's never been dropped. Awesome brakes on it still. I'm not a big fan of the look of the newer bikes either. I don't like the big tail bit they have hanging out the back. I sort of like the look of this. For me, they feel fairly skinny. I like the bulkiness of the bike going in the corners and what have you. I know, I just like that sort of feel. I'm sure there'll be people there who will argue that point, but each to their own, I think. But yeah. Anyway, so at least it's still been bought by someone I know, and one day I'll still probably have the opportunity to get on it again. So yeah, very sad to see it go. Anyway, people, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Drop a like, please subscribe. Would be awesome. Brand new channel, so I'd like to get it up and running a bit. Yeah, so next bike will be the KTM. And hope to do lots of tours and adventures, so you can come touring with Tune. But it won't be on that. It'll be on the new KTM. Alright, take care everyone.